What's up, everybody? Welcome to Phillip Siddiq Show. We have a very, very special interview for all of you out there. Gabriel Iglesias. I'm sure you know him by Fluffy. We had a great opportunity to sit down with him, talk about his new movie, film coming out. We talk family, Kevin Hart, clean comedy, and we also talk back alleys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Phillip Siddiq Show. I tell you, a friend of mine told me about you. She said, you need to check out this guy named Fluffy. I'm like, why you want to make me look at a cat? So I go look at your stuff, and I'm like, holy crap. You know him, the champ. He's here. He's on the show to tell about his new film. Mr. Iglesias, Gabriel, my pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Siddiq. This is cool. You know, we're hanging out here in a beautiful penthouse suite at the wonderful Ritz-Carlton Hotel where everyone speaks to you like this, even though they're not from Britain. Hello, sir. Welcome to the wonderful Ritz-Carlton. I'm like, hey, what's up, Carlos? Oh, sorry, senor. Hey, they tell me to talk like that here. You know, it's pretty crazy, man. There's coffee and wine, all kinds of stuff around here. I feel so out of place. It's funny, but it's nice. It's pretty. Yeah. It's beautiful.
But you still dress cool for the place. I mean, it's like you brought your coolness here.
Oh, no, I was actually headed to the gym, but then we stopped here. I didn't have any. No, it's just, yeah. Turned out for what? No, this is how I dress on the normal. Just, comfortable shorts and a T-shirt. I'm not about suit and tie. That's not me.
Yeah. No Jay-Z suit and tie, huh?
No Jay-Z suit and tie, man. No. It's I've reached a certain level of success where I can basically not give a damn about how I look. And
I'm so jealous right now, dude. I'm so a hater, man.
Yeah, if they like it, cool, man. I don't care. It's going to be good. But, yeah, we're hanging out here, and we're talking about the Fluffy movie.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Well, it's a stand-up comedy concert film that I recorded live in front of 18,000 people.
In San Jose?
Yes, at the SAP Arena where the San Jose Sharks play. Yeah. And it was pretty cool, man. It was pretty epic that night. This is one of those times where you can actually use the word and it actually means what, because for kids, everything's epic. Oh, I found a quarter. That was epic. Yeah. No, this thing was epic, man. It was 18,000 people. It was like WWE meets the Food Channel coming together for one night, and they got it on film. And basically, this is my 5th comedy special that I've done, but this is definitely the biggest and the proudest I am of any of the work I've ever put out. And the fact that I get a chance to put it on the big screen is a huge deal. And I can thank Kevin Hart for that. Kevin Hart is, because of Kevin Hart, Hollywood's saying, you know what? Maybe there's someone else out there. Kevin kicked down some doors, and he had success with his last 2 stand-up comedy concert films. Yes. They cost little to make as far as movies are concerned, but they grossed millions. And they said, well, I wonder if there's somebody else out there. And that's when I got that phone call, and that's why we're here in front of the big-ass poster. At the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in beautiful San Francisco, California.
I couldn't have said it better myself, y'all. Now, you really work social media, and I'm going through your stuff, and you really connect with your fans. How does that work for you? Because you meet so many people, and they really I'm looking, Fluffy, come here. Fluffy, go there. Fluffy, I'm like, holy crap. I'm following you on Instagram, too, so.
Yeah, I call it digital grassroots, and it's one of those things where if you make yourself accessible and you show people that you actually do interact, because, it's impossible to go back and forth with 6 million people. But if 1,000 of those people, you're strong and you're interacting with all of them, people can see that, all right, this guy's real, he's approachable, we can actually connect with him. I don't have a rep running my site for me. There's no one out there speaking on my behalf. And you can tell it's me because the grammar's all messed up.
Why are you reading my mind? That was my next question.
Grammar's all jacked up. I'm always posting pictures of food or alcohol.
Yes,
it's really me. It's really me. But it is super important, and I think it's also another reason why the film companies approached me, because they saw that I have a built-in fan base, and it's very strong. Like we got to visit Facebook yesterday, and even when you freak out the people at Facebook, and they're going, man, we've never seen anyone interact with people like this before. I go, give somebody a job then. I'll teach a seminar. I don't care. But yeah, it's amazing, and I love it because it's so direct. You cut out the middleman of having to make movies and stuff first, and then build a fan base. Or I got the fan base first, and now we're going in this direction.
Right, and your comedy is clean because I've watched your whole thing. I think you were in Hawaii, and you were talking about Dubai. Tell us about 30 seconds about when the Dubai they flew you out there.
Oh yeah.
You saw lions, tigers. I'm like, holy mackerel.
That was actually Saudi Arabia. Dubai is very much Americanized over there. There's big buildings; they're all empty, and rich people and people popping bottles, and Jay-Z videos are happening left and right. Saudi Arabia, not so much. But yeah, I got to go out there, and it was an eye-opening experience. I thought I was gonna walk into an Al Qaeda situation, and it turns out everybody's it's normal and chill. It's just media pumping things up. So yeah, and I've been back a few times, and I go anywhere and everywhere.
Okay. Now your comedy is clean. You could have went the other route. Why did you stick with clean comedy?
Clean. As far as clean, I just don't drop f-bombs. And I tell people the only f word in my show is fluffy. And I think by working clean, it opens doors for you to go anywhere and everywhere. If I was a comic that was really edgy and crass, I probably wouldn't have gotten invited to certain parts of the Middle East to do shows. I probably wouldn't get invited to special corporate events or places where the people have families because they're like, oh, this might not be for them. This thing, you could bring your kids. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like all cutesy, cheesy movie. Like, oh, really? I'm going to take my kids? What kind of comedy is this? I write a fine line. It's right there. It's not like hardcore crazy like Eddie Murphy Raw, and it's not Disney's Frozen either. So it's that right in between where everybody feels comfortable.
Now, the challenging times. Tell us a little bit about when you first started out. I mean, and playing the places that you probably are so big now that you wouldn't play.
In the beginning, I didn't get comedy clubs. I would perform at bars and grills and really just nasty little holes in the wall, coffee shops, and just places where you wouldn't normally have comedy. I've performed inside of swimming pools that were empty. I've performed in garages. I've performed in just in an alley. I've done really really random shows, and it's one of those things where I reflect back on it and I go, man, I'm very grateful to be in the position I'm in because I could still be back over there in the alley, either tagging it up or freaking trying to make a crackhead laugh. I don't know, one of the two. But yeah, it wasn't easy. I mean, there was a lot of sacrifice. I got evicted from my apartment. I had a really good job and I gave it up to pursue comedy. So I got evicted from my apartment.
That's big.
I had to sleep on my brother's balcony for about 3 months. It sounds bad, but it's Southern California. It was nice. And then my sister took me in when she found out I was living on my brother's balcony. And next thing you know, we're here.
That is something else. Quick question before we wrap it up. What's the best part of touring and then the best part of coming home after touring?
The best part about touring is when you get in front of 10,000 fans and everybody's chanting fluffy, fluffy. And then I go home and my powers are useless at home because I go home thinking all big-headed and then my girl freaking and she deflates my ego and help me with the trash. Here, fold your own clothes. Okay.
And you use some of your material from your real life. So I thought you talked to your son and
everything. A lot of material from my real life. Definitely, they keep me in line. I think that's why I have so much to talk about because they don't treat me like a comic or an entertainer or this guy that's in front of millions. They treat me like a normal person, sometimes below average, which keeps me very grounded.
July 25th, you guys. Go out, see the film. I know you're going to enjoy it.